Hello, everyone. This is Caspian here today, and this is the very beginning, part one or episode one of my complete beginner's guide to the Platinum Trophy in Demon Souls. So I'm doing a complete walkthrough of Demon Souls. It does take, I'll let you know right now, it does take at least 3 playthroughs to get the Platinum Trophy in Demon Souls. So I've already accomplished this task, and right now what I have done is I have created a new user on my PS5, and what that allows me to do is under this new user I don't have any trophies, so it allows me to go into Demon Souls with a fresh start, and I don't have a Sony PlayStation Plus account linked to this new profile, so I'm just going to turn the offline mode. I'm just going to play in offline mode. So at least people won't be able to invade me. However, I still am going to have to play the vast majority of the game in soul form, and I can explain that to you as we go if you're not too familiar with what I mean. So here we're going to do our character creation, and today I've already decided that I'm going to play as a male, which male is body type B, and I'm going to pick we're going to name him Prince Caspian. Since I'm not sure if any of you guys are fish fans, but I am a huge fish fan, and Prince Caspian is one of my favorite fish songs. So we're going to call this guy Prince Caspian, and I would like to start as royalty. So a person of royal descent who has officially learned spells commands the spell Soul Arrow with the benefits of a rare ring. So I really like wielding magic in Demon Souls. I've done some other mage characters, and I just had a ton of fun. So I'm going to start off with royalty, which is a really great class if you're a beginner also. And for other beginners, I would also say the priest, knight, temple knight, and any of those classes like priest, knight, temple knight. They're all really good classes to start if you're a beginner. So read their descriptions and look at their attributes. I can try and explain the attributes a little bit to you of this royalty character. So you start off at soul level 1 with this character, and other classes you see how he's soul level 4. So that means that they technically are ahead of the game a little bit as far as their soul level. So I really like that it starts out at soul level 1, and the royalty class has some great stats, and it does you do start off with a spell already in your repertoire or in your list of spells, and one of the trophies in the game is the Sage's Trophy. So you need to collect all of the magic spells in the game. So they give you one to begin, and another trophy is King of Rings. So with this class you get a ring also to begin with, which I believe is the Fragrant Ring, if my memory serves me correctly, which is really great for mages because it allows its wearer to regenerate a small amount of magic power over time. So you have an MP meter, and it depletes as you use your magic. So this class, you have 8 vitality, 12 intelligence, which your intelligence, you want to have that high if you're going to play as a mage. It determines how many spells you're able to know at one time and use at one time. So you have a limit to the amount of slots that you can have a spell equipped in, and the higher your intelligence, the more spells you're able to cast in a playthrough, or the more spells you're able to have attuned to your character. So endurance is going to affect your stamina, as well as your equipment burden and some of your defenses. So the higher your endurance, the more you're able to, the longer you're able to run, or perform any action like a roll or shooting your bow and arrow or swinging your sword. Those all deplete your endurance and your stamina. And your stamina it regenerates rather quickly over time, as long as you're not using it. Then you have your strength, which is going to affect your item burden, as well as how powerful your right hand and left-handed attacks are. So you can have equipped one weapon or two weapons per hand. Now you can only use one weapon at once, but you're allowed to have two weapons equipped per hand that you can switch between. And that really, so if you were trying to build like some sort of tank or a very powerful character, like for melee, you want to go with a character that has a lot of strength, and you're able to add, obviously, you're able to spend souls and add and level up the strength attribute if you please. Same with all of the rest of the attributes. So dexterity. Dexterity mostly impacts your ability to withstand falls, so it determines how much health you lose per fall and the distance you're able to fall without losing too much health, as well as a few other things, but I'm not too familiar with the specific dexterity attribute. The magic attribute is your magic power, so how powerful your spells are. So you want to level that up like consecutively with intelligence. Whenever I put a soul level or a point in intelligence, I usually try to put a point in magic also, and I level the two attributes up together. Faith, if you're doing a faith build, the really nice thing about faith is that your faith build is all like, where for a mage I want to level up intelligence and magic together. For faith, because your intelligence attribute is going to affect your what is called your magic memory, which determines how many spells you can have equipped in your character at once, as well as how much MP you have in your MP meter. So with faith is going to have all of that in one single attribute. So your miracle memory, your miracle power, and some defenses. And then the luck attribute is really, the higher your luck, it's supposed to raise your item discovery, so chances of discovering rare items are better the higher your luck is, probably as well as some other things, but I really, specifically, I couldn't tell you more than that. Okay, so I'm going to pick royalty, and let's see here, starting gift, I would prefer, we're going to actually take the providential ring, so that way we're going to get 2 rings to start off, and the providential ring is, define the foundation of the character, foundation, style. I think we'll go with style A. So those are all female. Alright, so we'll do D. And let's see here. Oh, so the providential ring, as I was saying, if it allows its wearer, or it increases its wearer's ability or chances of discovering rare items. So your item drops are better with the Providential Ring equipped. Let's see here. Oof. Hmm. Presets. It kind of reminds me of Bowie a little bit. This guy kind of reminds me of Jack White. Let's go with him, and what I'd like to do, a little bit of tweaking, saturation, brightness. And purple is my favorite color. Kind of like the way that looks. And let's see here. And weight is good. So face. So it's on 13. His eyes look a little bit bigger. We'll go with that. And okay. Sorry if I'm taking a little while. Rather, I'd like to jump into this pretty quickly here. That's not too bad. Your brow. So let's go. Let's go with this one. Let's go color. And let's do. Reset all. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's go with that, and good there. Now eyes. Kind of like them big. Oh, that's neat. Main color. And let's make them. Very cool. Oh, that's gonna be neat. Right on. Go. And facial hair. Hair. Oh, that's not too bad. Let's do that. Kind of reminds me of Loki a little bit. Color. Saturation. Brightness. Oh, that's not too bad. Alright, let's do that, and facial hair. And don't want any facial hair, decals. I think I would prefer... Oh, interesting. Alright, yeah, just nice and clean. Alright, perfect. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, so 18 minutes later. Sorry if that is a little bit long.
Unprecedented prosperity to his northern
one thing I'm not going to do either is I'm not going to skip over any of the cutscenes. So I'm going to let you see and hear all of the dialogue in the game and all of the cutscenes.
Penetrate the deep fog, never returned. But Valifax of the royal twin fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had roused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls lose also their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valifax also spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force, and the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors lured by the possibilities braved the fissure to breach the accursed land, but none have returned. You're of the Twin Fangs, yet the silent chief, Saint Urbane, Scurva the Wanderer, the sixth Saint Astraea with her night Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Oh, has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you to the fissure. So that you may lull the old one back to slumber.
Okay, so this section, after you create your character, this section is basically just a beginner's tutorial area. So just to show you here, they start you off with a rapier, which is really not my favorite weapon. It mostly is a piercing attack blade. So you press square and it shows you all of the weapon stats and its different effects, and down at the bottom it has the attribute requirements. So to wield this weapon, your strength needs to be at least 8, which is the muscly arm, and then your dexterity needs to be at least 12, which is the hand symbol. And then as far as its physical attack, it does 75 hit points per attack plus a 5 hit point bonus. And then you have your durability and the weight and all of that up above it. And then the catalyst is for casting magic spells. So in order to use your soul arrow, you need to have the catalyst equipped. I'm actually going to change hands because I may want to use it consecutively with my rapier. So I'll actually put it in the left hand, and then I can shoot soul arrows from my left hand and swing my rapier in my right hand at the same time. And they start you off also, so the silver coronet is great. I'll probably never take this off the entire game. It is a crown crafted with silver, enchanted by a special rite that increases the wearer's maximum MP. So it increases your magic power, and then they gave us the wizard's clothes. So that gives us, it shows us that it has 26 armor, 19 magic defense, and 18 fire defense, and then its durability next to it. And then on the left, right next to the image of the garment itself, is that the two half circles. That tells us that both male and female characters are able to wear this particular garment. So we'll leave that on, and then we have our 2 rings, the Providential Ring and the Fragrant Ring, and they've given us a Noble's Lotus and 4 Half Moon grasses to start, which the half moon grass, you consume that to recover some HP. And the Noble's Lotus counteracts poison. I don't believe we'll encounter any enemies that are going to poison us in the tutorial here, but we'll keep it equipped for now just in case. So to raise your shield, you just press the left bumper, which is what, L1? L1. And he, well, to show you, so your shield does 90% physical damage, which means that if he hits you while your shield's up, Jesus, I guess he's not going to swing at us. If he were to hit you with his shield up, your shield is going to absorb 90% of the damage, but you're still going to take 10% of that damage off your health bar. So let's move on here. Nothing to discover there. Alright. Let's see how powerful our magic is at this point in the game. So if you press the right thumbstick, it allows you to lock on to your targets and then change the target. So as they come at you, you can change which target you're locked onto just by directionally moving the right thumbstick. So we'll try. Oh wow! So that totally killed him. Right on. However, do be careful if you are playing as a royalty class. In this area, the only way that you can regenerate any MP, which is your blue bar, your magic power, the only way you can regenerate it is through the use of the fragrant ring. Over time, it will regenerate slowly, but it is very slow. So if you deplete your magic, then you won't be able to use it at the boss. Because there is a boss at the end of the tutorial, and don't worry, I'm probably going to die. You are meant to die, and at which point, when you die, they send your soul to a place called the Nexus. And in the Nexus, this is where they describe it as being trapped, but that is where you'll find. Oh right, we need to go over the edge right here. So you'll find Thomas, who is going to. He's Stockpile Thomas. He's going to hold all of your equipment for you. Anything that you can't carry on you, he's your guy. He's going to hold all of that. Oh, I went and did it. And then Blacksmith Baldwin. So Blacksmith Baldwin is going to. He's a blacksmith, as his name would suggest, and so that was a backstab. If you can, it's a really great strategy to hold your shield up and move around an enemy as they come at you and try and stab them in the back, because it is a very powerful attack and it does more damage. I'm sure if I were probably to backstab one of those guys, it would probably kill them on your first swing. So let's try it. Oh, missed. You have to be very specific. Okay, so Oh, and there's an item back here in the corner. The first item that we picked up. Alright, Crescent Moon Grass ×2. So it's when you pick up an item that's a consumable, it's going to put it in your items bar right away, as long as you have a slot that's available. So we are actually going to put the Crescent Moongrass first. So the Crescent Moongrass does the same thing as the Half Moongrass, except when you consume it, you regenerate a smaller amount of health. So I'm going to eat a piece of Crescent Moongrass right now, and there it has regenerated my health back to full health. Alright, so that is everything for this area. We're going to touch the Archstone here. And this should bring us, basically, we should be more or less at the boss. It's not too much further. Okay. Oh. So there's a perfect backstab. One shot, boom, he is slain. And let's let this guy come forward a little bit. Alright. And yes, as you might have suspected or expected, the enemies have different values. So, like this Blue-Eyed Knight is going to be worth more souls than the soldier enemy that I just killed. And even some of the soldiers, they have different values too, like depending on whether it's an archer soldier or a spear-wielding soldier or a sword and shield soldier. They have different values. There we go. Get right up in there. Perfect. So it really is best to be careful and try and hit your enemy or your target in an optimal location, like with a backstab. They cannot defend that, and you can wield the sword with both hands by pressing triangle. And your two-handed attacks are stronger. Come on. I'd really like to get him out of off the wall. Pretty close to that wall. So the AI is not perfect. Oh, come on. Jeez. Wow. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, this enemy is slow too. We could just leave him. But let's try our magic. Okay, his shield's gonna absorb the majority of that. Come on. Ooh. Alright. Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh, he was being very defensive. Okay, let's consume another one of our crescent grasses, and oh, the tutorial section is a little longer than I remember it being. Alright, so upstairs we go. Oof. Knew I should have killed him first. Dodge that. There we go. Oh, perfect. So let's consume one of those right now. And make sure there's no other items for us to find. Nothing over here. And we can't jump over that. So, we will head down this way. And make sure there's no items. Perfect. Nice and easy. There we go. And he is going to give us some crescent moongrass. And it does not appear as though there are items over here. No, okay. And I think this is going to bring us to the boss. Not that I do not expect to survive. Oh, there might be another fog yet. Come on this way. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Alright, no items from him. And let's see what's down this way. We've got some half moon grass. Perfect. We'll be needing that. And anything you collect in this area, you're going to bring to the Nexus with you. And the Nexus is kind of going to be like your hub as a demon slayer. So basically, the universe more or less is going to be recruiting you as a demon slayer. Ooh. Alright. Oh, and that's going to be the end of us. So as you can see, that is the beginning of Demon Souls. Basically, just a little tutorial to familiarize yourself with it. The boss is massively overpowered. He shows up again in the 4th world. So don't feel bad if you die. You are supposed to die.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not quit the Nexus, but the 5 Archstones will guide you to the outer lands.
You have died, and the Nexus has imprisoned your soul. You cannot escape the Nexus. So this is, however, by capturing demon souls, you can reclaim your corporeal body. The Nexial Binding. Alright, perfect. So this is the Nexus, and this is basically going to be your hub in Demon Souls. So whenever you go between worlds or Archstones, this is where you come to travel. So here is the first Archstone, the Archstone of the Covetous King, and then the second Archstone, so this is the second world, which is the Archstone of the Digger King. And the third Archstone is the Archstone of the Tower Queen. And this Archstone is not in use unless it's for DLC or something to that effect. It serves no purpose in the game. And then here you have the fourth Archstone, the Archstone of the Shadow Man, which is World 4, and the Archstone of the Chieftain, which is World 5. So when you hear me say, like when I refer to level 1-1 or 1-4 or 3-1 or 3-2, that means Archstone 3 and the second level in Archstone 3, 3-2. So we will go, and I'm going to leave that here for this episode. That was just character creation and the beginning of Demon Souls, basically the tutorial area. And I will be following this video up with a second episode where we will warp into the level 1-1, which is the Gates of Boletaria, right over here. So we will go to the Gates of Boletaria, and we will do some demon slaying. So until then, I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I hope that it was informative to you, and I thank you very much for joining me on our quest for the Platinum Trophy in Demon Souls. Hopefully you can like and share this video and subscribe to my channel if you plan on following along. It's going to be good fun. That's all for right now, Demon Slayers. I will see you on the flip side.